The cops are on to us at every level, but there is one area where they can't match us: speed. Your cars are being fitted with the latest speed enhancement, the turbo system. Activate the turbo, and within seconds, the system will engage and give your car a rocket-powered kick of acceleration and speed. The system is very volatile, so you can only attempt a limited number of launches during the race. Good luck.
To add to the already exhilarating performance and handling characteristics of the Gallardo LP564, Lamborghini are adding a new dimension in their most successful Gallardo range by offering a Spider. Thanks to an optimized four-wheel drive system and a refinement to its suspension and weight, the Spider remains easy to control and stable, even when its razor-sharp steering is being pushed to the limits. The V10 has an unusually wide angle of 90 degrees between cylinders, which contributes to lowering the center of gravity. The rear haunches of the Spider are higher to accommodate the fold-away roof, and 15 LEDs are arranged in a Y pattern at the rear taillights, both of which add to the car's aggressive appearance.
system online.
Hudson Tech. Cutting-edge aftermarket automotive technology. Harnessing the latest developments in jamming technology, the Hudson Tech Sweeper jams multiple frequencies in succession, rendering a wide range of speed enforcement devices useless.
Focusing on the essentials, the Turbo S Cabriolet is unmistakably 911. Customers always demand more, especially when it comes to power, performance, and driving dynamics. The Turbo S Cabriolet offers all that and the joy of open-air driving. An impressive 700 Newton-meters of torque is available between 2,100 and 4,500 RPM, which is 50 Newton-meters more than on the Turbo, with the best acceleration figures from a standing start ever for a Porsche, and a top speed nearing 200 miles per hour. Daytime running lights sit just above the low left and right air intakes, which feature titanium-colored slats. While the front air intakes help push the front-driven wheels into the tarmac, the rear wing that deploys at 75 miles per hour does the same for the rears.
stuck, I'm a cool kid. Yo, I once was a kid, all I had was a dream.
Completing the DBS lineup, the Volante affords customers the combination of the DBS's already established benchmark sports car characteristics with all the thrills of open-air motoring. Broadening the DBS's character, the DBS Volante appeals to drivers who wish to combine the excitement of driving a finely tuned sports car with the invigorating feeling of being open to the elements. This juxtaposition of ultimate performance and openness stirs the senses on any drive, whether an exhilarating jaunt on favored roads or cruising on lengthy journeys. Volante, meaning moving with light rapidity or flying, perfectly defines the performance potential and dynamic characteristics of the DBS Volante. Aston Martin's 16th convertible in 95 years, the DBS Volante draws on the marque's extensive experience in designing iconic Volantes and is a 2+2 featuring 2 occasional rear seats, ideal for young people or extra luggage. When the roof is closed, it provides a warm, comfortable ambiance, and when open, it neatly disappears behind the sculpted tonneau cover at the touch of a button. Exceptional performance and breathtaking dynamism coupled with the intense sensations of open-top driving. Audi presents the R8 Spider 5.2 FSI Quattro, which was developed in cooperation with Quattro GmbH, dazzles with uncompromising performance. The V10 engine with the aluminum crankcase, much of which is hand-built, follows in the grand motorsports tradition at Audi. The Quattro permanent all-wheel drive features a central viscous coupling and distributes power to all four wheels with a heavy rear bias. The side panels and the large cover over the storage compartment for the cloth top are made of a carbon fiber composite. Two arch cowls, which extend to the spoiler lip and include large integrated air vents, give the rear of the open-top two-seater a powerful profile. The Grand Sport delivers without compromise the pinnacle of luxury and driving performance. The world's fastest convertible car defies conventional categories and defines its own. With a twin-clutch gearbox and 7 gears, the 8-liter quad-turbocharged W16 delivers an unrelenting 1,250 newton-meters of torque, all the way up to its record-breaking top speed of over 400 kilometers per hour. When braking from top speed, the rear spoiler becomes an air brake, helping to stop the car in just 10 seconds. An elegantly swept-back windscreen and rear window with corresponding shape and size guarantee ideal visibility as well as turbulence-free airflow.
Tech's mission, your interceptor vehicle has been fitted with a spike strip release mechanism. Activating the weapon will release a lethal spike strip from the rear of your car. If the suspect drives over the strip, they will be damaged and temporarily immobilized. Use the moment well and move in for the bust. Your vehicle can only carry a limited number of strips and will take time to recharge after each use, so only fire when you are confirmed a hit. Command out.
The Subaru Technica International Division was created in the late 1980s to coordinate development of Subaru's rally cars. They now also create high-performance consumer versions of the Impreza WRX, which combine power with precision and performance with practicality. Power is generated from a 2.5-liter 16-valve boxer engine with turbo and intercooler. Generating over 300 bhp at 6,000 RPM, trademark poise and pin-sharp handling are retained at all times. The 5-door hatchback design has been developed from the standard Impreza model. Noticeably widened body flares and a longer wheelbase with shorter front and rear overhangs clearly define the Impreza WRX STI and outline its performance credentials.
Officers in pursuit of a blue Subaru Impreza on South Banks Drive. Suspect is off-road. Repeat, the suspect is off-road. Requesting assistance. Confirmed. Interceptor officer is en route. Interceptor unit, command has approved spike strips for immediate use. Take him down. Pursuit has left the road and is heading towards the construction tunnel. Have been shot. Good job, officer.